Hello everyone. In this video, let's learn how to solve this challenging calculus problem. Alright, let f(s) be a continuous function on real number system such that the integral from pi over 4 to pi over 2 cotangent s times f of sine square of s ds equals the integral from 1 to 16 f of square root of s over s ds. They all equals 1, right? Now we need to calculate the integral from 1 over 8 to 1 f of 4s over s ds, right? So I'm gonna let this one be I1. I'm gonna let this guy be I2, right? Now I need to calculate I1 first, right? So in order to calculate I1, I need to use substitution. So I need to remove this one by letting t equals sine square of s, right? And then I'm going to take the derivative both sides. So it turns out to be dt equals, this one I'm going to use the formula u to the n. Derivative is going to be n times u to the n minus 1 and then times u prime, right? So this guy turns out to be 2 sine s cosine s ds, right? Now in order to get cotangent s, I need to multiply the top and bottom of this one by sine s. So this guy turns out to be dt equals 2 sine square of s cotangent s ds, right? Now since t equals sine square of s, right? So I just replace sine square of s equals t, right? So this guy turns out to be dt equals 2 t cotangent s ds, right? Now I need to change the lower limit and upper limit, right? So since s equals pi over 2 and s equals pi over 4, I have the new limits, right? The lower limit, s equals pi over 4, I substitute over here. So I have t equals 1/2, right? S equals pi over 2, substitute over here, I have t equals 1, right? Now I have the new integral. I1 becomes the integral from 1/2 to 1, right? Cotangent s ds, right? I replace this guy with dt divided by 2t, right? So it could be 1/2 2t. I put dt right here, right? Now f of sine square of s is going to be f of t, right? Because t equals this guy, right? So it could be f of t. I'm going to bring 1/2 to the front, so it could be 1/2 integral from 1/2 to 1 f of t over t dt, right? Now I'm going to do use substitution one more time. So I'm going to let t equals 4s, right? So I'm going to take the derivative both sides. So it could be dt equals 4 ds, right? Now I need to find the new limit, upper limit and lower limit, right? Now the lower limit, t equals 1/2 and t equals 1 becomes s equals, because t equals 4s, now t equals 1/2. So I need to divide both sides by 4, it's going to be 1/8, right? And this one right here, divide both sides by 4, it's going to be 1/4, right? So I have new integral I1 equals 1/2 integral from 1/8 to 1 4 f of 4s over 4s 4ds, right? Now I need to simplify this guy and this guy, right? So then I multiply both sides by 2. I have the integral from 1 8 to 1 for f of 4s over s ds equals 2 I1, right? But I1 equals 1 right here, right? So it will be equal 2, right? So I just finished the first one. Now I'm gonna move on to the second one right here. Right, I call this one I2, right? So I'm gonna let u equals root s, right? Now I need to square both sides, so it will be u squared equals s, right? And then I need to take derivative both sides, so it will be 2u du equals ds, right? Now I need to change the limits, upper limits and lower limits, right? Now I have the new limit, should be u, right? S equal 1, substitute over here, square root of 1 equal 1, so u equal 1. S equal 16, substitute over here, it's going to be 4, right? So I have the new integral, I2 equals the integral from 1 to 4, right? F of u over u squared, right? Now ds is going to be 2u du, right? Now I need to simplify this one, u squared and u right here. So I have u on the bottom, right? And I need to bring 2 to the front, right? So it's gonna be 2 integral from 1 to 4 f of u over u du, right? Again, I need to use u substitution one more time. So I'm gonna let u equals 4s, right? So then I need to take derivative both sides. So I have du equals 4ds, right? And I need to change the limits, upper limits and lower limits. Now, right here I have u equals 1 and u equals 4, right? For this guy right here. Now, I need to find the lower limit. U equals 1, substitute over here. S equals 1 4, right? U is equal 4, substitute over here. S equals 1, right? So then I have I2 can be written as 2, rewrite 2 over here. Integral from 1 to 4 can be written as 1 4 to 1, right? F of u, which means f of 4s, right? Over u, which means 4s. Now, du is going to be 4ds, right? Then, this guy and this guy cancel out, right? So, you have 2 integral from 1 4 to 1 f of 4s over s ds, right? Now I need to solve for this one right here. So I need to divide both sides by 2. So I have the integral from 1 4 to 1 f of 4s over s ds equals I2 divided by 2, right? But I2 equals 1 right here, right? So it could be 1/2, right? Alright, finally, I'm going to start from here. So I have the integral from 1 8 to 1 f of 4s over s ds is going to be integral from 1 8 to 1 for f of 4s over s ds plus the integral from 1 4 to 1 f of 4s over s ds, right? Now this guy right here is gonna be right here. So it could be 2 plus this guy is gonna be right here, 1/2, right? So the answer is 5.5, right? And it's good time to stop. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember that if you failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail.
We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine.